Bring in our next guest now and turn our attention to Washington and the ongoing leak investigation that's taking place there, because later this hour, Republican Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham are going to introduce a resolution calling for a special prosecutor. And this comes after a number of GOP lawmakers have gone on record with their concerns over possible political motivations for those leaks. One of those people that has gone on record is Missouri Senator Roy Blunt, a member of the Select Committee on Intelligence. And the senator joins us this morning. Sir, it's great to have you here. And just to remind everybody about how you have been on the record on this, a refresher for our viewers, because you tweeted on Thursday, "It's a crime to leak intelligence, and I'm outraged the White House would tolerate this alleged activity that jeopardizes our national security." And then we had this response from the president on Friday when he was asked that question. Take a listen.
The notion that my White House would purposely release classified national security information is offensive. We're dealing with issues that can touch on the safety and security of the American people, our families, or our military personnel, or our allies. And so we don't play with that.
Sir, you've called these politically motivated leaks. Do you believe that the president lied to the American public on Friday?
Well, I believe it's offensive that this information is out, so I agree with the president on that. And if you read all of these stories, no classified information has to be used here on my part to just read the stories. It is clear that the information comes from people in the administration. All the reporters involved say these are sources from the administration. These are people who are in the Situation Room. These are people who understand the list for drone attacks that from a first-hand basis. So all these stories make the president look good. At least they make the president look good until you figure out that we're actually telling people things that they don't need to know, that are really important for us to hold closely. When we found out this Yemen, Al-Qaeda in Yemen had the non-metallic bomb, we actually described the source we had that was the source that had been worked and was reporting to one of our allies. I mean, who's going to trust the United States of America?
Sir,
whenever we talk about what's happening in Iran, we talk about how we shared this with Israel.
Do you feel the president is lying and lied to everybody on Friday?
I think the president, surely, if he has read these stories, knows the source was in the administration. He may not have read the stories. I wouldn't suggest the president's particularly diligent on following through on these topics before he makes a statement.
You are saying that the president lied then? You're saying that he knows the source?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying exactly what I just said. If you read the stories, the source is obvious. The source is obviously inside the administration. The president should read the stories. I wouldn't suggest the president would knowingly lie. I would suggest the president not understand the consequences of his comments.
Sir, there's this bipartisan push, though, to find and root out the people who leaked this information. We saw the leaders on both intelligence committees together last week as Chairman Rogers has called the DOJ investigation a good start. Are you and Senator John McCain politicizing this by pushing for special counsel before the U.S. Attorney's investigation has even begun?
Well, I think we do need a special counsel. We need to look at this. I believe that two attorneys reporting directly back to the Attorney General for a report that would happen, maybe be finalized a year from now, doesn't get to this quickly enough. And I'm glad to join Senator McCain today in calling for that special counsel that will not be reporting to the president's cabinet, but will be independently looking at where this information is coming from. It needs to stop. Hopefully, we're creating enough concern that it will stop right now, but damage has been done that'll be hard to ever repair.
Senator Roy Blunt, sir, I know you got to go to get back to work. Thanks for taking time out for us this morning. I appreciate it.